Okay, this needs to be raised up higher. Okay, there we go. I feel like that's a bit better. Shut up, phone. Okay, so apologies that my bed is like surrounded with mess. Actually, you can't see it because it's all mostly in front of me and behind me. But anyway, I just wanted to make a little like video, a quick little chatty video about the Pretty Little Liars finale. And I'm sorry that this side of my face is like brighter than the other. It's because there's a light over there but not over here. Yeah. I thought it didn't really matter because it's like a kind of vloggy style video, but I watched the Pretty Little Liars finale today, and if you didn't already know, I am a massive fan of Pretty Little Liars. I've watched it since it first came on TV. I think I was 12 or 13 when it first started, and I used to watch it like online when it wasn't on Netflix, and then obviously it got added to Netflix. Yeah, I've literally watched it since the beginning, and today it ended, and it's a very like a bittersweet day, like moment, just because I mean obviously I'm happy that we finally found out who AD or A was, but at the same time, like, the fact that it is now over, like, I just feel so sad, because throughout all of my teenage years, like, now I'm 20 years old, and throughout my whole like teenage years there would always be like PLL to look forward to, and it was always just something that made me so happy and so excited, and like I was always looking forward to it. And I don't know, I feel like PLL is just like my show that, you know, like how some people are in love with like Friends or whatever. For me, that was like PLL. I was just so like in love with all of the characters, and even though at times it did get a bit ridiculous and it was kind of unrealistic, like I stuck through literally like the whole way through. I know that so many people stopped watching like a couple seasons back, but I like stayed faithful to it, kept watching it, and yeah, I just feel really sad that it's over. Like, I don't know, it's really weird. Like, now it's not like it's going on a few months break and then it's going to be back like it normally is. Normally I'm just kind of like in that period of time when PLL isn't on, I'm just like waiting for it to come back, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait for like next month because PLL will be on, or like, you know, do you guys know what I mean? I don't know, I feel like I'm sounding a bit weird and rambly, but I'm just really sad that it's over, and I feel like I'm gonna end up rewatching the entire series all over again. And I'm already like rewatching tonight's episode, and like even just rewatching it I just started crying because I was just so sad that it was ending. And like when they had the scene, by the way, spoilers, if you haven't watched tonight's episode there's going to be spoilers in this video. When they showed the scene of like Arya in her wedding dress and stuff, I was just like sitting at my computer crying, because I was just like, I can't actually believe that this is coming to an end. And like, oh my god, I'm sounding so ridiculous right now, but I genuinely feel so emotional. If you didn't see my previous vlog, I got a tattoo like to represent PLL. It's a little like A on my arm. It's doing good, by the way, if you're wondering. But yeah, anyway, down to tonight's episode, or like today's episode, yesterday's episode, whatever, because in the UK like we could only watch it on Wednesday morning, because in America for us it's on like Tuesday night, but then Netflix don't upload it for us until Wednesday morning. So anyway, I invited my best friend Ellie over and we watched it together, just because she's watched it since the beginning as well. She skipped out like season 5, I think it was season 5, but yeah, then she's watched it like since then, well, and since the beginning as well. But yeah, so we watched the final episode together, and we both cried at the bit where like at the end they were, you know, like they were all together, and they were like outside and they were all like getting emotional. Then we started crying. But yeah, in terms of like the reveal, so I always thought that A was going to be Ren. Me and Ellie always thought it was Ren. Like, don't know why, we've just had like since the very beginning, I think, or like near the beginning, we always just thought it was Ren, and we've kind of like stuck to that the whole way through. And in a way we were kind of right-ish because Ren was linked, but the fact that they made it like Spencer's twin, I feel like it was kind of a bit of a cop-out. Like, I was so disappointed when I saw that it was like, you know, Spencer's twin moved and it wasn't her reflection, it was actually like a twin. I just kind of like rolled my eyes and was like, oh, for fuck's sake, like, they could have made it so much better. I just feel like they could have made the ending so much better. And I feel like Spencer having a twin is kind of like similar to like, oh, and it was all a dream, you know? Because we don't know Spencer's twin. We don't have any kind of like connection of her. We don't know her character, Alex Drake, whatever she was called. I feel like we just don't know her enough, and she's not like been a big part of the show. Even though it's like Spencer, we just don't know the character, and I feel like I wasn't very like connected with the character, and I don't know. Also, can we just talk about like the British accent? That accent was so bad. When she started talking, I was just like, I looked at Ellie and I was like, no, this accent, and we were both like cringing so bad. I found it absolutely hilarious. But anyway, no shade to Troyan. Like, I think Troyan is an incredible actress, but that accent was just like, no. But yeah, anyway, I just thought it was a bit, like, I was just disappointed. I was disappointed, and it made me kind of roll my eyes, and I didn't get the kind of like, oh, that I did with like Mona and Toby, like those reveals, because those I found really shocking. But with this one, I was just kind of like, oh, really? Like, that was like my reaction. Obviously, I didn't film my actual reaction, just because I was with Ellie and I feel like, you know, she might not have wanted to be filmed. I also thought my camera battery would die because it was like an hour and a half long. But yeah, I was just a bit disappointed. Like, what did you guys think? And also I feel like they could have done it in so much of a better way. I feel like they could have made it so much more shocking. Like, they could have dropped hints, kind of more hints throughout, that there was something not quite right with Spencer in the episode. And I feel like one of the other girls, or like one of the other guys, should have discovered that Spencer had a twin like before she did, because then it would be kind of like more shocking. I feel like it would have been a more like moment if like they caught Spencer or like Alex Drake doing something that wasn't Spencer. Like, did that make any sort of sense? I feel like they could have, you know, shown it or like announced it, or, you know, exposed it in so much of a more shocking way, if that makes any sort of sense. Yeah, I just feel like that could have been better done, so I was a bit disappointed with that, how she just literally like was looking in her reflection. As soon as I saw her looking in her reflection, I was like, no, please tell me they haven't gone with the Spencer's twin theory. And then when like Alex put her arm down, I was like, shit, like, I don't know. It was just weird. It was a weird moment, and I was more like kind of frustrated and disappointed than like shocked and excited. I know that sounds kind of harsh, because I know that some people really wanted it to be the Spencer twin theory, and I have read some like really good theories about it, but I was just kind of like, eh. I think it was a bit of a disappointment. For me personally anyway, I was a bit let down. Also, like, I have so many unanswered questions after that episode. They didn't answer questions like, what is the NAT club and that all about? And also, like, where was Mike at Arya's wedding? He's just literally kind of fallen off the face of the planet. What other questions did I have? Like, there were just so many questions that were going through my head, like, well, they didn't answer this, they didn't answer this. I'm just trying to think of more. Like, there were so many more earlier. I should have written them down. Did I write any of my notes? I'm just going to check my notes. Please tell me I wrote some of these down. No, I didn't. I literally just wrote down the one about Mona. Yeah, I just feel like there's so many unanswered questions. Like, I don't know, I'm just a bit confused now, and I want to hear more answers. And I really wish that in the UK we could have watched the kind of like after show thing, but we couldn't. Oh, and also, like, why did Alex kill Ren? She didn't explain that either. Like, I don't understand. Why would she kill him? And also, what else? I don't know. I just feel like I've got more questions, but I can't think of them right now. But when the episode ended, I was just like, I have so many questions, but literally now that I'm filming this, they've all gone out of my head. But yeah, I just feel like some things were left a bit like unanswered and confusing, and yeah, I was just overall like was a bit disappointed. I mean, obviously it's PLL, so I'm still gonna love it. Like, I still loved the episode. I still thought it was a good episode, and I love the fact that they put Marlene in it at Arya's wedding. Like, when I saw her, I was like, hey, it's Marlene. Just because, I don't know, I think that's quite a funny little touch to add. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Like, I'm so gutted that it's over, and I'm probably now gonna go finish watching, like rewatching the episode, and probably like bawl my eyes out, just because, I don't know, I feel like it's the end of an era. Like, the past 7 years of my life, I've always had PLL. I've kind of like grown up with PLL. Sounds really stupid. But yeah, I've just developed such a connection to the characters, and I love the characters so much. And yeah, if you guys are wondering, my favourite ships for PLL, I've always shipped Caleb. Like, they've been my #1, just because Hannah and Caleb, like, I've just loved them. I love them so much. Also Ezria as well. I love Ezria. I know that a lot of people haven't liked Ezria recently. I didn't like them so much in the more recent series, but at the very beginning, Ezria were like goals, even though it was a bit weird because he was her teacher. But anyway, yeah, obviously like Spoby. I do like Spoby as well. I thought the Emerson scene where she proposed was really, really cute. And yeah, I don't know, I just think it was a bit ridiculous how they've had so many twin things in PLL. I mean, obviously I know in the books they have like the whole twin thing as well, but Oh, I've just remembered another thing. Like, how did, what's her name? Addison. Great name. How did Addison know that stuff about Alison, like being a lesbian and knowing that she'd been buried before? And also that was so weird at the very end scene. Why did they have that weird clip of those like new girls in the exact same setting as the like girls from before? I really don't understand. Like, they had the exact same script and the exact same like, oh, Addison's gone kind of thing. I was like, if they're gonna do a spin-off, that was basically just like them remaking PLL. So like, it was literally like the exact same. So I don't really understand like what that was all about. That was really weird. And also, I feel like it should have ended on a scene with the girls all together instead of it ending on that. That kind of ruined it for me, because I started to get really emotional when the girls were all together at the end, and I feel like they should have played the little Mona clip as kind of like the last bit and then just not had the new bit. I mean, obviously they're probably trying to leave it open to some kind of spin-off thing, but I thought that was a bit badly done. I wanted to like carry my emotions forward, and then when I saw these new characters I was like, what's this? And then it just ended. So yeah, I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, those are my thoughts on PLL. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little chat. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Why did I just do this? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments down below, what you guys thought of it, who you thought A was, and yeah, let's just have a little chat in the comments down below. Sorry, in this video the lighting isn't great and stuff, and I've been rambling a lot and like changing direction, but my head is still a little bit all over the place. So yeah, I'm probably now gonna go and cry, and I will see you guys in my next little vlog. Bye! I was looking around for my remote to try and turn it off, but that's from my big camera.